Good morning, Rebels, and welcome back to my life. So today I want to talk about negative reviews and how that relates to 5-Minute Books, the book review show that I do on this channel on Tuesdays. You might have already seen it. If not, you can click on this thumbnail, which will take you to the whole playlist. You can peruse for a review that piques your interest. The way the show works is one week I take Amazon's #1 best-selling title, read it, and review it. The next week I choose an independent book, read it, and review it. The astute among you will have noticed that I post a majority of 5-star reviews, especially on indie books. The only sub-5-star reviews that I've posted have been on traditionally published books, and 2 of them were pretty negative. So what, am I judging traditionally published books more harshly because I'm an independent artist, or am I taking kickbacks from independent artists to review their books on the show? The answers to those questions are no, and of course not. So maybe you think that I don't want to negatively review other authors because I'm afraid of backlash, and because we're all in this together, and independent authors exist on encouragement and approval, and if I criticize anyone, then they'll curl up into a ball and die. Shen Hart from the ReviewHeart.com, which is a great book review blog, by the way, consistently gets flack from independent authors in our mutual communities because she's not afraid to criticize independent books that just aren't up to her standards. I think this is wrong-headed. I think that a thoughtful, well-crafted review of what's wrong with your book is one of the best things that can happen to an independent author. After all, that's all a critique group is, and I've already talked about how important critique groups are to a budding artist. And if you didn't critique your book sufficiently before you published it, well, then you kind of deserve whatever accurate criticism you get, and better late than never. And if the review contains some biting wit and it comes across as snarky, well, reviewers need to be entertaining too. That's how they reach their audience. Now, all that being said, I don't publish negative reviews of independent books. And now I sound like I'm going back and forth on this topic, but stick with me, I have a point. The reason I don't negatively review books is that my reading time is extremely precious to me. And when somebody submits an independent book to me for a review, I can usually tell within like 30 seconds if I'm gonna like it or not. If I don't think I'm gonna like a book, I don't read it. Not because I'm afraid to write a negative review and invite backlash, but because I don't read to help you figure out what's wrong with your book. Unless you're paying me to edit it, in which case hold on to your butts because I am not gentle. The only time I think I might write a negative review is if I get a book, it looks awesome, I read it, it's totally great, and then the ending just sucks, in which case I will have finished the book and don't mind going out to the world and saying, hey, don't read this. But Shen and her review partner Michael are providing an incredibly valuable free service to writers, and sometimes they're getting harassed for it. But to be honest, even though I know it makes me selfish, I'm just not willing to invest that much time in bad books written by other people. Well, if I'm not going to tell you about bad books, then what is the point of 5-Minute Books? When I review bestsellers, my goal is to let you know whether these huge titles are worth the hype that their publishers are putting into them. And on the independent side, I want to find and bring to your attention really awesome independent books that I think you'll love. And on a more broad level, I want to cultivate an audience for 5-Minute Books that have the same taste in books that I do. Because if you like the same kind of books that I like, then I want to be an avenue to help you find good books, whether they are independent or traditionally published. Because there are a lot of good books out there, and you'll never have time to read them all. I just want to help you read a few more of them. Thanks for watching, Rebels. Let me know in the comments if you've been enjoying 5-Minute Books, and if there's something you want me to add to that show, or to the channel in general. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!